All right, guys, we're going to move on to the next question here in the stream. So, the next question is, hey, Chris, can I keep goldfish and koi fish together? That's an awesome question. And a lot of people ask this. It's a very popular combo to keep together. But here's the thing, you got to be very careful when keeping goldfish with koi fish. So, what you need to know here is that mainly you can keep a certain type of goldfish with koi fish. And the type is a single tail goldfish. And right here, this is a single tail goldfish. This is a weird cartoon. Sorry about this. This is just some footage that I quickly grabbed. So what we're looking for here is, let's pause this. So this is a single tail goldfish, and one of the main differences is it has one tail, and what happens is it's a lot faster of a swimmer versus the fantail goldfish because their tails are doing this and they're a much slower swimmer. And what happens actually is the fact that the slower swimming goldfish, they can't keep up and compete with the single tail goldfish in koi. Because as you know, koi fish, like this guy in the bowl here is a fantail goldfish, or also known as like a fancy goldfish, they call them sometimes. And what happens is the you can keep single tail goldfish with koi fish, and the reason is because they have the similar swimming speeds and the similar growth span. A lot of times they'll grow like over 2 feet long, or up to 2 feet long, I should say, over a foot for sure. We're talking the single tail goldfish, for the most part, are comet goldfish, common goldfish, they're commonly called too, and then shubunkin goldfish. Those are the single tails that should be kept with koi fish. So, and I'm gonna see if I can find some footage here. These are fantail goldfish like ryukins or orandas. And here's the koi fish. They have single tails, and like I said, they're gonna be a much faster swimmer than, like, say, this fantail goldfish in the video right here. And what happens is the faster swimming goldfish outcompete the slower swimming goldfish. And a lot of times the fancy goldfish, they stay smaller. I shouldn't say smaller, but more like stubby and chunky. A lot of times they only grow like this long at full size, and they're just more or less like girthier and thicker. And a lot of times you can't keep those with koi because when you go to feed the tank, the koi and single tail goldfish, they're going to get in there real quick. And then the slow ones are going to be like, where's the food? Where's the food? And they're actually not going to get any of the food. And also, what happens is a lot of times they'll like pick on them because they're slower swimming and they're weaker essentially. So, if you're wondering, those are the types of goldfish you can keep with koi fish. And I always tell people, these goldfish, a lot of times they're grow koi fish and single tail goldfish. They grow large, and honestly, you should be keeping them in ponds. And I know some people can't keep them in ponds year round, but like here in Minnesota in the upper Midwest, it's really hard to take them out of the pond and put them in an aquarium because what size aquarium do you put a goldfish that's this long in? It has to be like a 6 footer and above, which a lot of people don't have them. So your next option would be like big totes or maybe a pond in your basement. But honestly, that's like a pretty serious thing to be having just like this giant pond in your basement. Ask me how I know because I literally have, I have one, and it's a lot of work is what I'm trying to tell you. So just be careful. I always advise people, man, if you're thinking of keeping koi and goldfish, single tail goldfish, that you need to have a pond for them because the aquarium route, it's rough, man. And it's just I don't know. Check out this cool footage though. I've never really had a koi fish pond, and I must say that like it's always kind of been on my bucket list. Um, I did have the pond in my basement, and I just chose to keep something a lot cooler than just your generic koi fish and goldfish in there. But that's just my personal opinion. Let's pause this for a second. Look at that goldfish. That goldfish has white spots on it, and it has ick. Are we not gonna call these people out on this footage? Don't they know? I'm just kidding. But yeah, guys, I guess if you have any further questions on keeping goldfish and koi fish, hit up the comments. What I'll probably do, just because this is part of the stream, I'll probably clip these up and upload them as separate videos. Make sure to subscribe to my regular channel, Palmer Aquatics, to see these streams and such. So, without further ado, guys, I think we'll move on to the next question. So hopefully, yeah, keeping goldfish and koi fish together, that's what you have to know. All right, on to the next question. Make sure to throw them in the chat.